Hello, lovelies, and welcome to What She Knows Now with Shirley J. I'm the host and creator of this exciting podcast. I want to thank you so much for checking me out and taking a gander into my experience. I hope you all are having an amazing, productive, and enjoyable day, week, month of life, and of self-love. First off, as always, I want to make mention that I am not a licensed therapist, and this is not professional advice. These are just my personal expressions that I'd like to share, and maybe they will be of benefit to you or someone you know. You know, when we concede to life's changes, it's not always a bad thing. The need to concede can refer to recognizing and accepting when it's appropriate to give ground or acknowledge another person's point of view. And this is often in the context of disagreements, negotiations, or conflicts. Conceding can involve admitting you're wrong and or compromising regarding an issue. Or it may be allowing another person to have their way. And that's okay. Especially if continued resistance could potentially lead to an unproductive outcome or even be damaging to a relationship or situation. But one thing it doesn't mean is giving up your position entirely, but rather recognizing that in some situations, we just have to be willing to be flexible. Some view conceding as a weakness, but that's far from the reality. Yielding can be a powerful force towards achieving good attributes, such as communication, showing emotional intelligence, cooperation, and a willingness to find common ground. It can also allow for our acceptance and adapting to the inevitable with dignity and grace. So, how do you view situations in which you need to concede? Let's ponder on that question, shall we? Do you resist change? Well, I've done so on many occasions. And I've come to realize that doing so causes a great deal of mental and emotional strain. Acceptance of the unavoidable, it can be a very liberating experience, especially when circumstances are beyond our control. All things in life are subject to change. Relationships, jobs, our health, finances, and as we age, our point of view. Aging. Getting older. Now that's a challenge that lends to acceptance. And we'll talk about that a little later. Being cognizant of this fact can enhance your determination to be resilient and not to view change as a loss, but rather an opportunity to grow and be more open to adapting and accepting new possibilities. Sometimes life's changes force us to reconsider our values, our goals, or expectations. This can be an invitation to refocus on what truly matters and then create a path that aligns better with where you are now in your life. Which brings me back to the subject of aging. 50 is quickly approaching. Growing older is a natural and a beautiful part of my life. Sure, it brings challenges, but it also provides opportunities, ones unlike what I've experienced in my youth. There's situations in which wisdom, experience, insight, and growth cause more favorable outcomes. You come to have a deeper understanding of yourself and what you're capable of doing and what you won't tolerate. So, learn to embrace change, lovelies. And that's actually whether you are in your 20s, 30s, or any age, really. You've learned lessons that allow you to navigate challenges with refinement and esteem. As we age, many of us become more comfortable in our own skin, letting go of the pressures to conform to what society expects. Our priorities have shifted, and for me, my faith, family, and friends, my mental and physical well-being have taken center stage as never before. Conceding to this process has made me realize that it's time to prioritize self-care and listen to my body. Each stage of life has its own beauty and meaning. And while youth is often celebrated, the latter years, they bring their own rewards, such as a deeper connection, a sense of purpose, and a clearer sense of self. You know, life unfolds in its own way and time. And so by conceding to the process, it empowers us to recover from difficult experiences, hopefully propelling us and not paralyzing us. While changes can be challenging, they often bring gifts we weren't expecting, causing us to be grateful and at peace with ourselves. Being mindful of the need to concede can be seen as a sign of maturity. And as it shows, you can prioritize the bigger picture over being right. So, know when to take flight. Well, with that being said, that's it for this installment of What She Knows Now. I so hope you enjoyed my perspective. Feel free to share your thoughts. And please look out for my next installment for more in-depth, productive, self-motivating, fabulous, and fun content. Until then, be safe, be sound, and be secure. Bye, lovelies.